Percy, take the witness stand today. Good evening. Glad you're with us. Brookberry's off. I'm Chris Long. Today marks the 5th day of a hearing to see if charges against 15 of the 19 gay men arrested during a lewd conduct operation back in '09 should be dismissed. KPSP Local 2's Arthi Nehru live for us outside the courtroom in Indio tonight. Arthi, we understand one of the officers accused of making a gay slur testified today, right?
Right, Chris. Witnesses have identified Sergeant Brian Anderson as the officer who made a slur during the undercover operation. The defense is trying to prove it was a homophobic remark, but today Anderson said he meant no harm by it.
This time I'd say something funny just to the officer only. I don't, it wasn't meant for anybody else to hear. It wasn't meant.
As the Deputy District Attorney Earl Roberts played this short clip of video taken from the 2009 Warm Sands undercover sex sting operation, he said he wanted the court to hear exactly what Sergeant Brian Anderson said and in what context.
I think that once the video is seen by the judge, he's going to see that though certainly unprofessional, I don't defend him making that comment, that it wasn't derogatory, it was just unprofessional. Anderson
has worked for the police department for 26 years. He says his comments were not intended as a gay slur. He was trying to quote a line from a movie as an attempt to ease tension in an uncomfortable situation. But the defense is trying to use the comment by Anderson to show police discriminated against gay men.
The issue is not really were any men ever having sex with each other in public. The issue is, were men and women also having sex in public, and what did Palm Springs PD do about it?
Palm Springs City Manager David Reddy also took the stand. He said no city employee should be using profanity in any circumstance in government capacity, and that the best practices were not used by the police department in the Warm Sands operation. And perhaps one of the most important witnesses, Palm Springs Police Chief David Dominguez, is expected to take the stand tomorrow. Coming up at 6, find out why a gay man from Palm Springs was at the courthouse today defending Sergeant Anderson. Reporting live in Indio, Arthi Nehru, back to you in the studio.
Arthi, what kind of support are you seeing or not seeing for these Palm Springs police officers? I mean, this department has come under a lot of criticism since that sex sting in '09, although there are also a lot of people who feel they were just doing their job. Are you seeing much support for these officers as they testify inside or outside the courtroom?
Chris, it really depends who you ask. Obviously, there's a large group of people here who are saying these remarks were discriminatory. But again, there are others who say this whole thing is being blown totally out of proportion. So it really depends just who you're asking.
The hearing continues. Arthi Nehru live in Indio. Thank you, Arthi. A good sign for the Valley economy today. 2 new restaurants open up in downtown Palm Springs. There is the